Hello everyone, Red Mori here, and today we are reading some Overwatch fanfictions. So today we're checking out the Neverending War by Cthulhu 555. And I'm going to put the links in the description below for the art and the fanfic itself in fanfiction.net. So yeah, so you guys can read it with me, or maybe you guys could just, click on the link below and support the makers of the fanfic and just probably just close this tab right now because sometimes my voice may be quite annoying for some people, so I guess some people don't really like me. So yeah, let's begin. The Never-Ending Fight by Cthulhu 555. Reinhard Wilhelm sat heavily in a chair, Crusader helmet in his hands. He stared into the orange visor of his armor, the armor that had gotten him so much. No, the armor kept him alive, but his friends, his family, got him through every time. But that wouldn't happen again. Reinhardt was an older man, but even worse, he was alone. He couldn't remember the last time he had cried, but that's what he began to do. As he reflected on the news he had just received, Overwatch was no more. It had been shut down. He had publicly refused to believe the claims of corruption, the stories of espionage, the unsanctioned operations and secret wars. But from within the operation, he knew they were there. He did his best to dissuade those who tarnished its name. He tried to save it, but he was only one man. No one man could wipe away the evil plaguing Overwatch, not even him. I gave my whole life for this. For this. I saw dragons in the world and became a knight to face them. But God, there's a lot of them out there, Reinhardt said in between sobs. He chuckled ruefully at the last part. He glanced at his armor, still in the frame of the wall, ready for action. Torbjorn had delivered on his promise to make some repairs and polish. The man always took pride in his work. He stood, dropping his helmet to the ground as he walked towards the huge metal rack that held his greatest treasure. Torbjorn had suspected Overwatch would fall. After all, Morrison and Reyes were killed a year ago. Due to the friendship they had forged, Torbjorn promised that until the day it fell, he would maintain Reinhardt's armor. Well, that day was today. He placed a hand on his armor that had supported him, his friends, maybe even the globe itself. No, he had done that. What will I do? Reinhardt closed his eyes and rested his head on the Crusader. He was still thinking of the things that had brought down Overwatch, all the things that he wished weren't real, but were. But then he had a different thought. He thought of all the good that they had done, people they had saved, all the wrongs they had righted. Then Reinhardt's brain progressed to a new thought. What if they hadn't been there? How much evil would have wreaked havoc on the world? How much people would be dead? How much injustice would plague the world? Too much, he decided. So what would have happened without us? Oh God, what will happen now without us? Reinhardt thought hard before his eyes filled with steely determination. I know what I will do. What I must do. I will fight. I wish I had friends at my side, but... Reinhardt mused a bit more. Ugh, I fought alone before, and I will do so again. For the people, for a better future, for justice. 30 years later, Reinhardt sat in the chair, helmet in his hands. His armor was holding up, though shortages of metal caused it to be a bit more snug than he was used to. He smiled as he recalled those dark days, and was grateful they were over. It hadn't been long before he found his purpose again, traveling across Europe, doing what he did best. Soon after that, he found Brigitte, a young mechanic that became his traveling partner. fixing his armor and allowing him to continue his fight. Together, they fought for those who could not fight for themselves. Recently, Reinhardt's biggest dream had come true. Overwatch was recalled illegally, unfortunately, but he would not let laws dictate what was right. Reinhardt knew what was right, and he was and he knew that the world needed Overwatch again. Whether they knew it or not, he had learned during his solo tenure that people did need heroes. Whenever someone needed one, they could be sure that as long as he breathed, Reinhardt Wilhelm would be there. "Hey, big man!" Lucio slid into the locker room. "You ready? We deploying in a couple of minutes. Put that helmet on and let's get out there and make a difference." Reinhardt's smile grew. "Let's do it then, friend." Reinhardt put on his helmet, grabbed his hammer, and walked with the young man. "Lucio, did I ever told you the majesty of Hasselhoff?" "Yes, actually, 7 times. Reinhardt slapped his back as he said, "Well, an 8th time wouldn't hurt anyone." "No, I guess it didn't, but that slap sure did." Both laughed and stood at front of the door. Reinhardt looked around at his team, at his family, both young and old. He would protect them with his life, or whatever was left of it. But that wouldn't come yet. He was strong, he was capable, and he was ready for more. The door opened and Reinhardt Wilhelm went to face his enemies, bolstered by his armor, made strong by his friends. He raised his shield and bellowed, "Catchphrase!" So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, probably you guys didn't, cause come on, who says my voice is nice? Look at those impressions, they're not even that accurate. I'll need a voice changer for that, but sadly I used my plain voice, and I even stuttered a little bit halfway through. I guess you guys noticed that. So this is just really a short fanfiction, so make sure to check it out, read it for yourselves, and also support the artist who made this wonderful art right here. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.